All right, I want to talk about the 7 mistakes women with fibroids are making that is keeping them stuck. We want to talk about it today, okay? And this is not just women with fibroids, women that have endometriosis, ovarian cysts, that are dealing with heavy bleeding, women that are having these reproductive health issues, okay? So if you are watching this and you are dealing with, thank you so much for the likes. Yes, like the video. Let's get more women in here. If you are dealing with reproductive health issues, whether it's fibroids, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, heavy bleeding, you need to be on this live, okay? You need to definitely watch to the end. I'm also streaming live from YouTube, so this will be a replay as well. All right, so hey everybody. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Real quick, I want to get to your questions real quick. But real quick, for those that are new, my name is Sasha. I'm a holistic womb specialist. What I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues. I help women completely heal from these issues by addressing the root cause, okay? So, sorry, I'm trying to adjust myself. I help women 100% heal from fibroids by getting to the root of the issue. I help women get rid of endometriosis and other womb-related issues, as well as heavy bleeding, menstrual issues, as well as hormonal issues, okay? I'm all about holistic health here. This is without surgeries, without medications, with actually getting to the root of the issue, okay? That's extremely important, because if you don't get to the root of an issue, you can't heal it. You're not healing it. You're just chasing your symptoms. You're just feeling better for now until another issue erupts, okay? So it's really important that you understand this. I'm all about root cause healing. That's the real healing. Healing is not looking for the next random quick fix. Healing is getting to the root, the deep root cause, okay? That's very, very important. So that's what we do here. Yes, continue. Please like the video as you're coming in. And let me know where you guys, live. Welcome. Let me know where you guys are watching from, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on TikTok. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I would love to know, because I know that we always have people from outside the country. I love that. Okay, or in the country, you know, where you guys watching from before we get into the 7 mistakes that I'm from Kansas. Welcome. Okay, cool. TT, where's that? Not sure where TT is. Let me know. I have no. NYC, awesome. Okay. Houston, I love that. Okay, so far we have people in the States. Anybody from outside of the States? Okay, welcome, ladies. Welcome. If you're watching for the first time, let me know. Cali. Okay, I have family over there. Okay, cool. Love it. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you guys have tried to get rid of your fibroids naturally, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're watching from TikTok, Chicago. Okay, people are, I love this energy. Okay. Typically when I get on TikTok, sometimes people are just silent. I don't know. If you're watching from YouTube, also be sure to put the thumbs up button. Okay, click the thumbs up button if you're watching from YouTube. If you're watching from TikTok, tap the screen. Yes, this is my first time. I need help with my fibroids, please. Okay, great. Not sure if I have them. Okay, so if you could stick around, because a lot of, like I said, with the number of women that are being diagnosed with fibroids, you know, we just, like I said, it's so much that even women that don't have fibroids need to learn about fibroids. Okay, can we get the likes to 200 before we get started on the 7 common mistakes women with fibroids are making? Okay. This is going to be a really important live, really important live, okay? And if you get on here, it's always bots on YouTube. If you get on here on YouTube, stay on topic. And click the like video, okay? You're dealing with light bleed for 6 months. If you're dealing with nonstop bleeding, that is a deeply hormonal issue. We definitely have to address whenever you're dealing with menstrual issues, ladies, that is a full body issue. That's a full body issue. I just got diagnosed 3 months ago. Okay, you're in the right place. Yes, user, yes. Hey, welcome. You're in the right place. Okay, so I want to keep the topic on fibroids, and also we'll talk about other reproductive health issues though. But if you have a bleeding, nonstop bleeding, yes, you have. That's a deeply hormonal issue. Absolutely, there's nothing normal about that. Okay, there's nothing normal about that. We like to normalize toxicity. I know doctors will. But that's what keeps women stuck. That's what keeps women being diagnosed with all of these reproductive health issues, because you've had doctors normalize, sickness in your life for years. Some of you guys, they told you heavy bleeding was normal. We talked about that on the live. If you were on the live yesterday, I talked about that, how they were telling Venus Williams her extreme heavy bleeding was normal for years. Her extreme pain during her menstrual cycles was normal for years. You guys have to stop falling for that, okay? Your body, whenever you're in pain, that is, like I said, that's your body's signal, like giving you a signal. Listen, we're out of balance, right? We're filled with toxicity. You guys cannot continue to take that lightly. you get in the, like, you should never go on for bleeding for that long without doing anything about it, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let me know, as you guys are coming in, let me know what country you're in. I think somebody says Chicago. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get into the 7 common mistakes that women that have fibroids make, okay? That's really, really important. Hold on. Let me put somebody on in timeout because I'm not understanding what he's saying. Okay. Welcome, ladies. Welcome. Okay. So I agree they want me to do a hysterectomy, but I don't want it. It make me anemic. Yeah, we don't want to do a hysterectomy. You're in New York. Welcome. I have 7 fibroids with different sizes. It was told cesarean style surgery would be best. Oh, absolutely not. We're not doing that. Okay. Let's. Number one mistake, and I'm gonna have to add this one on because thank you guys for your comments. I'm gonna have to add this one on. The number one mistake you're making with fibroids is not understanding that fibroids is a full body issue. It is not fibroids is not just a uterine issue. It is a symptom of a larger issue going on in the body. So when you have fibroids, you're dealing with your elimination pathways, your detoxification channels are clogged up, right? The organs in your body, like your liver, kidneys, and things that help your body filter out waste. You're dealing with, like I said, they're not working efficiently, right? So liver issue, like kidneys are not filtering like they're supposed to. Liver is not removing waste like it's supposed to. The lymphatic system is congested. So it's important for you guys to, the gut is all clogged up. Your body's keeping in waste instead of getting, like, dispelling waste. So this is why we have the fibroids, and it's causing your body to be in a state of stress, inflammation, and causing your hormones to be out of balance. Okay? I have endometriosis, fibroids on, I'm not sure what, okay. If you have endometriosis, you're gonna also benefit from this live as well, okay? If you're dealing with endometriosis. So it's important that you realize that. It's important that you realize that. And if you're watching from YouTube, share this live with somebody, dealing with these womb health issues, okay? And feel free to comment as well. So here's the thing. You have to understand fibroids is a full body issue. It is not just a uterine issue. The fibroid is a symptom of deeper imbalances going on in your body. Okay? So this is why when you just take out the fibroid, you grow them back. Let me know in the chat. Has this happened to you? Let me know on YouTube. When you did surgery, they came back, right? They came right back. Some people have done surgery 5 times and they will come back all 5 times, right? I have clients that before working with me, they did surgery a couple times or 1 time, and they always come back because you did not get to the root cause of the problem. So that's one thing you have to realize. You guys look at the fibroid as the problem. No, what's happening underneath the fibroid? What's happening? Why did the fibroids develop? That should be what you want to study. Okay, and if you've been following me, I have plenty of videos on that. So that's on my YouTube channel. Make sure that you're also subscribed to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, okay? So you have to look. You cannot just look at this surface level. You cannot just look at the surface level. That's the issue. That's why you guys keep getting the fibroids again and again and again, because you're looking at it surface level, okay? Now, another mistake that women with fibroids are making is that they're chasing quick fixes. Even with embolization, fibroids may grow 2-3 years. Listen, it doesn't even take that. As a matter of fact, there was somebody that just messaged me recently that had embolization. I did a video on this. That had embolization in 2023. Her fibroids shrunk 1 month after the embolization, but 6 months later, her fibroids grew back, and she had 6 fibroids that she had when she did the embolization. She had 6 fibroids. In 2 years, from 2023 to 2025, she grew 10 more fibroids. So she grew 16 fibroids. Within 6 months, she was bleeding out. Her appearance was so bad. Her fibroid was pressing on her bladder. She couldn't even make it to the bathroom sometimes. It was that bad. Y'all have to stop doing these weird procedures, these surgical procedures that's messing with your uterus. Y'all gotta stop doing these myomectomies that's cutting into your uterus. Stop doing these procedures. You have to address the root cause. You don't have to put yourself through pain and sorrow to heal. And as a matter of fact, those things don't heal you. They don't heal you. They only give you temporary relief until the fibroid grows back again. And if you, let me know in the chat, has this happened to you as well? Because every time I get on here, there's women that's had surgery and they grow it right back. Okay? Why do fibroids grow? Because of your lifestyle, because of your it's because of your emotional state, because of what you're holding on to in the body, because of what the habits that you have adopted, that you have not let go. Okay, look at the inflammation, the stress, and that your body is holding on to. Okay, and when our body's in the hormonal imbalances, right? That's okay. Somebody asked for the root cause. I think you've been on my live before. I always say I have several videos on the root cause. If you go on my YouTube channel, I have probably like 10, 20 videos on the root cause of fibroids, okay? That are hour long, each probably like an hour long. Make sure you guys watch that, because whenever I do a video on the root cause, the numbers are low. I find that very interesting. But then I get that question in every live. It's weird to me, but watch the lives. I have tons. I've been unhappy for years. Okay, that is why. That's why. You guys don't understand, when you guys are unhappy, your body feels that. You guys have to understand, your body literally like keeps score. When you're unhappy, your body is in a state of stress. Your body feels that. Okay, what's your YouTube name? Is the same as your TikTok? All you have to do is it's Sasha Rosa. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to the link in my bio. You'll see it will take you straight to my YouTube. Go to the link in my bio. Click on it. It'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. Okay, it's Sasha Rosa. I should prioritize my happiness to eliminate fibroids. You need to do more than that. But yeah. Okay. That's important. You can't be miserable and think you're going to heal. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was there. I get it. But we cannot continue to live in misery thinking we're going to heal. Okay? As adults, we have to make choices based on our own happiness. We make ourselves happy. The world does not make us happy. We make ourselves happy. So you can make a decision to say, I'm going to be happy. And that's it. And take out everything in your life that's making you unhappy. Boom. Problem solved. We make things harder than they have to be. Now, I know it's a process, right? Depending on what it is making you unhappy, but a lot of times we just, like I said, we don't realize emotions are supposed to move through us. We're spiraling too much that we don't even realize that we can make decisions to make ourselves happy, period. Okay? Now, let me say, so when it comes to fibroids, women that have fibroids, the mistakes that women are making, and thank you so much for whoever's liking the video, thank you, I appreciate it so much. Chasing quick fixes. A lot of women, when they have fibroids, right, and when they realize that, you can heal your fibroids naturally, what they'll do is they'll chase quick fixes. What does this look like? Like they will chase whatever. I know on this is TikTok, right? TikTok is the land of quick fixes, right? But all of these women are still dealing with fibroids. So they'll chase temporary, like I said, it could be a supplement. Oh, this supplement gets rid of fibroids, or vitamin D gets rid of fibroids, or this castor oil, or DIM. They're chasing quick fixes instead of chasing total healing. But these things, quick fixes, do not address the root cause. So what are you really doing? You may feel a little better for a little bit, but then when the fibroids are still there, then what? So you gotta stop chasing quick fixes. Leave that for the kids. We're grown here, right? We understand that to truly heal, and if fibroids is a full body issue, that we have to go deeper. We got to get to the root cause of the problem. You can't just take a drink and fibroids are gone. I'm sorry. What caused them is still going to be there. Just like when you have the surgeries, they come right back, right? So you have to go deeper. Stop chasing quick fixes. It's wasting your time. I know there's women that have chased quick fixes for years. And they will come in my inbox and say, I've tried natural healing and it has not worked. And when I ask them what they've tried, it's a whole bunch of quick fixes. Yoni steaming, acupuncture, this supplement. That's not getting to the root cause of the problem. It's not getting to the root cause of the problem. So you have to, like I said, get to the root of the issue. Why did your body develop fibroids? It's not about what drink, what supplement. Some of you guys have tried that 100 times and still have the fibroids. You have to stop that. Okay? Another thing too, a lot of mistakes that women make. And if you guys are on YouTube watching, talk back to me. Don't just stay there silent. Feel free to ask questions, okay? Ask questions if you want to as well on TikTok. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I want you guys to deeply understand and get this, okay? Another thing too is delaying action. Can I be real with you guys? A lot of you guys will wait until the fibroids get so bad before you do anything about them. You'll wait till you're literally bleeding out. You'll wait until, you are, bleeding out every single day, or the fibroid is pressing on your bladder. Like, your quality of life is women will wait until things get so bad before they start doing anything with their fibroids. That is a mistake. Like, it's like, and they will delay, okay, I'm going to do something with my fibroids after, maybe next week, maybe next month, after this work project, after this vacation, then I'll start. Like, what? Your body is letting you know that, it's falling apart on the inside. Your body's in a state of stress. Your body is dealing with toxins. Why are you waiting to get rid of your fibroids? Or they'll wait. T, that is very common. Or they'll wait until it's pressing on their bladder. They're having now urinary issues. Y'all have to stop that. Stop waiting until things get so bad before you do anything about your health. That's a lack of self-love. That's a lack of self-love. You guys have to stop that. People will follow me, not all, but some women will follow me for years, and then they'll wait until they're literally bleeding heavily every single day for like months, and then say, hey, oh my God, what? So all this time, what were you waiting on? Why would you wait? You knew you had fibroids for years. Why would you wait till they get so bad before you do anything about them? You guys can't do that. You guys cannot do that. Let me get rid of this person. That's crazy that you said that, because I really thought that herbal teas and supplements would work in 3 to 6 months. Absolutely not. The world, listen, absolutely not. That's not how you heal fibroids. You're not going to get to the root cause of the problem with some herbal teas and supplements. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but you have to, like I said, get to the root cause of the problem. Okay? Do you know how many women, if it was that easy, there wouldn't be millions of women dealing with fibroids all over the world. In Caribbean, lots of Caribbean women follow me, lots, and that's the land of herbs. That would tell you everything you need to know. Okay, it's pressing on my bladder and surrounding organs. Yeah, as fibroids grow, unfortunately, they do press on the bladder. They press on kidneys. They can press on nerves. It can get really bad. I've been there. I know when it presses on the bladder, it can get really bad, right? It starts to look completely, it's almost like as the fibroid grows, it's like it takes over your body in a way. And I hate to say it like that, but that's really what it does. Because I've been there. I've had fibroids not once, but twice. You know my story, okay? It's like it takes over your body as they grow. That's why I say don't wait until take action, And if for you guys that are watching, you don't have fibroids or you don't have endometriosis, you don't have these issues, be in prevention mode. That's the best thing. Yeah, same thing with endometriosis. That's like they compare that to an autoimmune disorder. They compare that to the autoimmune disorder. Absolutely. True, it takes over your emotions and moods. Absolutely, because you have to understand when you have fibroids, your hormones are out of balance. So if you had, same thing with endo, same thing with cysts, when you have fibroids, your hormones are out of balance. Remember, your hormones control all of your bodily functions, including your brain activity. So if we have fibroids, if we're dealing with estrogen dominance, a lot of women, like I said, dealing with fibroids, they're always in anxiety mode. They're always like depressed and down. They're always sad, right? And then when you add to it the fibroids, and that's causing the fact that you have fibroids. Think about the fact that you have fibroids. That's even causing you to be more sad. A lot of women that have fibroids, they're in fear of their fertility. They want to have children. There's a fear there. Like, there's women that's like young, writing me, 20s, 30s. Like, I'm so scared I'm not gonna be able to have children. Some of them are married, some of them are not, right? Because it makes you. That's what fibroids do. They take over. And sometimes women that have fibroids, if they don't shrink it and dissolve it, or if it's still there, it's very difficult for them to conceive. Okay. True, it takes over your emotions and mood. So what do you use? You get to the root cause of the problem. Okay. Hey, China, what can I do to eliminate my fibroids? You have to get to the root cause of the problem. You have to get to the root cause of the problem. 7 fibroids, it will take time depending on how big they are too. As a matter of fact, if you guys are new to watching me, number one, I had just posted a testimonial yesterday, in case you guys don't know, right? Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before yesterday. I posted a testimonial of my client that worked with me in my Dissolve Your Belly program for a month. And you literally can see her fibroids shrinking. You see her before picture, you see her after picture. Her, because she had the fibroid belly, it dissolved. Like, it's almost, she says, I'm showing my stomach this summer. Like, her stomach is much flatter than when she started. Before, she was like ashamed of her stomach. She's a small girl, right? So, and she's able to show her stomach off now because you can see visibly that hard stomach has dissolved. It's dissolving. I've had clients in a month. I had another client. She started in November last year. She had 13 fibroids. 15 fibroids. Okay? She dissolved 13 fibroids in 6 months. Yes. And the last 2 that are remaining are 4 and 6 centimeters. They were much larger before. I think they're now down to 4. The last 2, she dissolved 13 fibroids in 6 months. She wasn't playing. She's from Sweden. She wasn't playing. So listen, your body's I had a client that was during postpartum, she dissolved 4 fibroids. During postpartum, okay? Breastfeeding and all, and was working with me. Was not playing because she didn't want her daughter to go through the same thing that she was going through, okay? How long did it take for you to dissolve yours? I have my whole process, my whole story on YouTube, okay? So if you want to know about my personal journey that was over 10 years ago, be sure to go to my YouTube channel. You type in fibroid story, Sasha Rosa, it'll come up, okay? I've been bleeding for a week and it's not my period. With bad cramping, the doctor said take ibuprofen, but it's not working. Ibuprofen is not gonna work for bleeding. Why did they tell you that? Why are you dealing with fibroids, Mary? Why would they tell? See, these doctors just say anything. And I said that in my last live. I said you guys stop listening to doctors when it comes to reproductive health issues. That will be your downfall, because it's either surgery or what is it? It's either surgery that they will offer you, or medication, or birth control. It's never going to be healing. It's never going to be healing. Okay? I'm anemic at this point. You gotta get to the root cause of the problem. You have to get to the root cause of the problem. Anemia, if you, like I said, stick to it, anemia can be gone in 3 weeks. But you have to address the gut. You have to address your hormonal health. You got to get to the roots, right? There is no pill that will give, like, even the iron pills that they give you, does that really work long term? Let's be real. Does your body really, doesn't it cause more side effects than it helps? Let's be real, right? Even the iron infusions, like, that gets tiring. Your body's not supposed to be anemic. Your body's not supposed to be anemic. Getting to the root cause of the problem, addressing the gut, and the hormonal health, okay? They never train, exactly. They're not trained to heal, and people are going to them for healing. Why? They're probably thinking, like, why are they coming for fibroids? They know that we're not gonna heal them. They're just gonna, and when we ask them, tell them to have surgery, they're just gonna grow back. I know the doctors are in the back of their mind thinking, like, why the hell are y'all coming here for fibroids and endometriosis? They're just gonna offer surgery. And then you guys wonder, like, get confused why they only offering surgery. That's what they do. That's what they do. Like, we have to get real here. She says surgery was the only option. That's what they're gonna say. Okay, I've been doing iron infusion and over-the-counter pills, but it's taking too long. Well, listen, that's not how you get, because that's not how you get to the root cause of anemia. That's not how you get, that's not how you do it. And you guys have to start unclog the gut. Stop eating and things as well that block iron, right? Stop eating, like, dairy, meat, like these things. So if you have iron issues, like, your body is not absorbing iron. Your body is not absorbing iron, right? There's an absorption issue. That's because when the gut digestive system is all clogged up, it makes it hard this is why women that have fibroids are so mineral deficient, not even just iron. It makes it hard to absorb nutrients when everything's all clogged up. So you have to unclog the gut, okay? Right, unclog, you have to, and I'm not just talking about one detox, I'm talking about, no, you have to, daily, your body should be detoxifying itself every single day. That's how we were made. If not, you're gonna be clogged up with toxins, especially now with society being as toxic as it is. If my belly is shrinking, does that mean my fibroids are too? It depends. Is your belly hard? And evaluate your periods. Are your periods better? Do you feel better? Like when your fibroids are shrinking, you would know. Like you just, it's an overall wellness. You feel better. Your periods are better. You sleep better. Like your overall vitality. Okay. Your belly shrink. I don't. Was it hard? I don't know. It could be just weight loss. I don't know. I have had. Okay, I've already read that. Okay, so another mistake that women that have fibroids make is that they ignore emotional trauma. In case you guys don't know, fibroids, like when you have fibroids, right, it's also because you're keeping a lot of emotional trauma and emotional blockages in the body. That's the emotional root cause of fibroids. So you're keeping a lot of hurt, pain, heartbreaks, right? You're keeping all that in the body, unmet needs, unspoken truths, right? Maybe sexual trauma, you're keeping that a lot in the body, locked in. And I was saying that earlier. That when it comes to fibroids, right, you're dealing, like a lot of women, like I said, they're keeping a lot in. They're keeping a lot in their bodies. They're keeping a lot, and you have to understand your body is also energy. Your womb is also energetic organ. It's not just it's a spiritual organ. It's not just a physical organ. Okay, so that womb, it also, like I said, on an energetic level, keeps in a lot of hurt, pain, trauma. So when you don't do the work to release that stuff, right? When you keep this in the body, your body remembers, your womb remembers, okay? So womb, unfortunately, acts as an emotional junk drawer. So this is why in my programs, when you're working with me, we're doing womb releases. We're releasing this trauma, all of this gunk in the body. We're releasing this stuff as well. So it's not just physical, like you have to bridge the physical and the emotional work. You have to, in order to really heal. There's emotional root causes as well to fibroids as well. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you for the gifts, Cassie. So it's important that you got to get to the root cause of the problem, right? You cannot just live in, somebody said earlier they were unhappy, we have to, like I said, womb healing is like a self-love journey. You got to pour into you, right? All of this people pleasing, operating from fear and lack, with a lot of women that have fibroids doing anxiety. No, that's not going to work. Your body can't heal in that state. And I know that we're human beings having a human experience and we feel emotions, yes, but emotions are energy in motion. They're supposed to move through you. You're not supposed to hold on to them. You're not supposed, when negative emotions, you're not supposed to hold on to pain, hurt, disappointment. We hold on to, and here's the thing with people. This is how people, our brains are made this way to kind of keep us safe, but we have to override them. This is the thing with people. We will hold on. We will bypass positive emotions. Yeah, we'll feel good for a little bit. Like, let's say, something good happens to us. We'll feel that for a bit, but the negative emotions, we'll hold on to it. We'll cling on to it. Let me know. Tell me I'm lying. We'll cling on and hold on to it. I'm gonna give you an example. I always like to use this example, right? If somebody gave you $1,000, let's say somebody just gave you $1,000, hey, it's yours, have it, no strings attached, it's yours. You'll be happy, right? For like a few days. You'll be happy, maybe you pay some bills with it, maybe, get yourself something nice. And that feeling will wear off after a while. After like a week or two, it'll wear off. After you pay some bills, it'll wear off. But then, if somebody takes $1,000 from you, your account, maybe they stole it from you, you're gonna feel that pain. Some people for months, you're gonna feel that pain for months and months and months. Like somebody stole from you, you're gonna feel that pain. Okay? You're gonna feel like this, and we're gonna hold on to that. Oh my God, somebody stole from me. They took my money. We're gonna hold on to that. You see, that's how we hold on to negative emotions and we bypass happy ones, good emotions. Okay? Is the healing through taking courses, food, medicines, not medicines. Not medicines. We don't do medications. This is holistic health combination. Well, my courses give you the outline, but working with me, I'm gonna give you guys, let you guys know. For those that want to work with me, for those that are truly serious about getting rid of fibroids, some of you guys can become fibroid free by 2026 if you really put in the work now. Or at least for those of you that have several fibroids, at least eliminate some of them, right? I have a 5-day live course next week. If you've been following me, you already know. Called Eliminate Fibroids Before 2026. 5-day live course. I'm going live, on Zoom from Monday through Friday, the 14th through the 18th, next week, July, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single day, okay, for only those that register, and teaching you how to get rid of fibroids, the protocol, the fibroid elimination protocol. We're talking about the first day, we're doing hormones, how to heal the hormones, how to get to the root cause of the problem, how to heal the hormones. The next day, we're doing womb healing diet. The next day, we're doing how we transform our habits into a womb healing, how do we align our habits with getting rid of fibroids? Because listen, if you have toxic habits, it's not gonna work. 4th day, we talk about how to release emotions from the womb, all these womb blockages, how to start releasing them, right? How to do the work to release them. 4th, that's the 4th day you're gonna learn that. The link is in my bio. The 5th day, we're learning the full protocol of how to get rid of fibroids, the things that I've taught hundreds of my clients over the years, okay? So for those of you that are interested, it's my 5-day live course, okay? If you're serious about getting rid of fibroids and getting to the root cause of the problem, okay? The link is in my bio. It's $9.97. Yes, this is life-changing information, and you get lifetime access to the replays, whether you're there or not. You get lifetime access to the replays. Okay, so you don't have to be on the live. You can, if you're working, if you're out of the time zone, whatever, you can. Like I said, you have lifetime access to that replay, so you can rewatch it over and over and over again. Okay, we have Klarna, we have Afterpay, we have Affirm. Okay, so for those that are serious. And in case you guys are new, check out the testimonials. They're long. Check out our testimonials, okay? They're all over. If you scroll down my community tab on YouTube, scroll down my page. I even have a client testimonial tab on TikTok. If you go to the top, you'll see the playlist, okay? So anyway, look at the pinned post, okay? All right, so another thing, for those that are seriously interested, because what do we do? Why are we going through how many months are we gonna go still with the fibroids and still, like I said, not knowing what to do and still trying quick fixes? No, you guys have to get to the root cause of the problem, okay? And I always say that I wish that somebody was out here when I was dealing with fibroids 15 whatever years ago. I wish somebody was teaching like me, like out there. I could have found on the internet because I couldn't find holistic people that would help people get rid of fibroids. I would have jumped. Okay, I would have jumped. But anyway, another mistake women that have fibroids make, thinking that eating clean will do the trick. Like I always hear women say, well, here's the thing. There's a twofold to that, right? Yes, you want to eat a womb healing diet, but a lot of times you guys are like, oh, I'm just going to get rid of chicken. That's not enough. And thinking that without a full protocol, without getting to the root cause of the problem, no, you have to address this on all layers, right? You have to, like I said, when you're dealing with fibroids and trying to get to the root cause of the problem, you have to address the physical detoxification of the womb, of the other elimination organs, the liver, the kidneys, like the gut, the colon. Like you have your detoxification channels. You have to get those organs healthy and functioning the way they're supposed to. Then you have to rebalance those hormones. Those hormones are out of whack. We have to work on hormone healing. Then we have to, like I said, work on nervous system regulation and stress deprogramming and our patterns of stress, like really, like I said, addressing, because stress throws your body out of balance. A lot of you guys got fibroids during the most stressful times in your life. If you really think back, or after the most stressful times in your life, then you have to, like I said, release this womb trauma, emotional trauma that you've held in the womb, that you've held in the body. Then we have to reconnect to our natural feminine essence, right? I'm not like, a lot of people, when I say reconnect to your natural feminine essence, I mean reconnect that connection, build that connection with your body, with your inner knowing, with your intuition, with your creativity that you've lost, right? That you've lost. You have to build that, okay? So that's important. We have to, like I said, to your fertility. So that's important. So these things have to be addressed. You can't be just out here, I'm gonna just take out chicken and everything. No, like stop. Stop. Get serious. This is your womb we're talking about here. Get real. Okay? I'm here on this Friday night telling you guys this. Okay? Another mistake women that have fibroids typically make, and you guys can ask questions. YouTube, y'all are so quiet. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube. They've just been mute as a mouse. Like, just, I don't know. TikTok, you guys can ask questions. Another mistake women make is believing surgery is the only option. There's some of you guys that's watching me right now that probably thought surgery is the only option to get rid of your fibroids. Some of you probably still think that, which is ridiculous because they're just gonna grow right back, okay? So thinking that surgery is the only option is actually gonna be at your own downfall, because if you don't necessarily believe in the healing power of your body, that your body is a self-healing organism, that it can regenerate, that it can heal, you're going to be, like I said, you're not going to fully go into your healing journey. My doctor said yes, I said no. Yeah, who wants to get cut open just to regrow something again? It doesn't make any sense. Who wants to get cut open just to regrow something again? It doesn't make any sense. And when you have these surgeries, you're putting your body at more compromised state. You already have the heavy bleeding. You already have the fibroids. You're dealing with all of these toxins in your body, and then you add surgery to it? Really? What are the options that we have? You must have just came in. Getting to the root cause of the problem. Okay? Another thing too, if you're new, welcome. I'll have the replay on YouTube. Join the YouTube channel, watch the replay. Okay? We'll talk about this every day. Almost every day on live. Almost every day. Okay? Another thing too is and let me just say this, I'm not gonna be on TikTok that much longer because TikTok is just, so go to my YouTube channel, the link is in my bio. Thank you for the gifts, thank you. If you love the content, YouTube channel, I have so many live streams, so many videos, hundreds on YouTube. Nobody should be lost. Nobody should be asking what options that we have. Go to my YouTube channel, okay? Tons and I make tons and tons. Like, we cannot keep asking these same questions, okay? I'm saying this out of love. Maybe you're new, I don't know. Another thing too is over-researching. I get it. When you have fibroids, you never had, welcome, and you've never you didn't know because we don't pay attention to health conditions unless we have them, right? Because women that have fibroids, they don't pay attention to endometriosis or cysts. They just pay attention to fibroids, which is actually at your own detriment, but that's a whole nother conversation, right? But when you have fibroids, especially women that have fibroids, they will research. They're all over TikTok, all over Google, all the fibroid Facebook groups. They're researching but you're over-researching, putting yourself into this analysis paralysis, but you're under-committed. You're not getting to the root cause of the problem. You're not actually healing, right? That's me. Yeah, it's not just women that have fibroids. They just research. But what work are we doing to get rid of the fibroids? What is years of research keeping yourself stuck? Come on now. You can research all you want to, but all you're going to hear is more conflicting information. You're going to hear the medical side. You're going to hear the holistic side. Everything's going to conflict. It's just, like I said, you're just going to be in analysis paralysis. You're going to be stuck and can't move. So research, but then it comes a point where we have to take action. Okay? So around my belly button, it gets really cold during my cycle. Once I fix the gut, not just the gut. Not just the gut. We have to, like I said, get to the root cause of the issue. Get to the root cause of the fibroids. When you address the fibroids, yeah, okay? But you can start with the gut, yeah. Now, a lot of women, like I said, they've been researching for fibroids for some months, years, right? You watched every TikTok video, you watched every fibroid influencer, you've bought every supplement, I don't know, they have out there that says they're gonna get rid of fibroids. You've watched every single YouTube video on fibroids. That's great and all, but you're still stuck because you're trying to piece together information, but it's not working for you. So what are we doing? Why aren't we taking action on this journey? What's the point of researching and staying stuck? It doesn't make any sense. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. So that's the mistake a lot of women do. Sam, I'm gonna get to that. As a matter of fact, that's gonna be one of the next mistakes I talk about. And actually, that was actually one of the first. we got to stop looking for quick fixes. We got to stop looking for quick fixes, okay? There's a million quick fixes out there that they will say that helps with fibroids. And women are still millions of women still have fibroids. It does not address the root cause. If you want to try it, but it does not get to the root cause of the problem, okay? Does the course include prayers? No, because there's women all over the world that take my courses and programs and different religions. So you can pray on your own, yeah. My course does not include prayers. That's a personal thing you do on your own, okay? There's Muslim women taking my courses. There's, Christian, atheists, like, come on now, okay? So DIY womb healing. Pray on your own, but prayer without works is a waste of your time, Another mistake that women make is DIYing womb healing. When I say that, I mean like you're piecing together information. There is no structure. There is no you getting to the root cause of the problem. There is no you actually targeting the fibroid. You're just kind of all over the place, right? You don't want to do that. A lot of people, like I said, there's people that have like 10 supplements to get rid of fibroids. They have, all of this herbs and still have the fibroids, and still have the symptoms, the heavy bleeding, the rushing to the bathroom, right? They still have these issues, right? You have to address the root cause. There's a reason why women come into my programs. There was a woman that was bleeding for 42 days every single year. 42 days in a row. 42 days in a row I met. She came into my program, my 6-week womb healing experience. By week 3, the bleeding stopped. She felt so much better. Her iron levels increased drastically, right? She no longer was feeling dizzy when she got up. She no longer was was able to get through the day without feeling lightheaded, and she had much more energy. Her period was better, right? When her period came back, it was 3 days, right? After bleeding every single day for 42 days. Had another client bleeding for 6 months, right? Again, able to completely resolve the issue, and also to get rid of all of her endometriosis and adenomyosis symptoms. Your body is very powerful and can heal, but you have to provide the right environment for it to heal, okay? You got to get to the root cause of the problem and provide the environment for your body to heal. Your womb is very powerful. We cannot, when your womb on an energetic level is a reflection of your inner world and your outer world. So if you have womb issues, if you have fibroids and I know your life is overwhelmed. Your life is a mess. I'm sorry, because that womb will tell you a lot. That womb will tell you a lot. If that your womb is a reflection of your inner state, which is the health of your body, and also a reflection of your outer world. What's going on? It's just a reflection. What's going on in that outer world? So if you have womb issues, you're living in fear and anxiety. You're dealing with unhappiness. You're dealing with lack. You're overwhelmed, right? You're not living in your purpose. You're existing. You're not living. You're existing. You're not actually living life, right? You have moments of living life, but then every day you're just trying to get through the day. You haven't created a beautiful life for yourself. And I always tell women that every woman should create a beautiful life for themselves, right? So it's important that you do the work. This is what womb healing is deep. It's much deeper than just getting rid of fibroids. It's you returning back to who you're really meant to be, right? Before all the societal programming, before you started living in lack and fear, before you allowed, before you kept in trauma in your body, before you, operated this way. Okay, so it's important that you get to the root cause of the problem. You get to the root cause of the problem, and also too, you do the work to release all this stuff that you have shut. This is why my clients say that when they're healing their womb, they're rebalancing their hormones, they're getting rid of their fibroids. They're also not just feel a physical lightness, they also feel a energetic lightness. Like all of that heavy stuff that was on them has been lifted, right? Has been lifted. It's important that you do the work. And it's deeper than just getting rid of fibroids. Your fibroids represent pain, unmet needs, you living out of fear and lack, Look at how you're operating your life. That's a reflection of your womb and what you're going through. Your womb is, like I said, it's an inner state and outer state. Your inner world and outer world, that's the womb. That womb, only in the US that we don't recognize the womb as powerful. We don't understand it's a spiritual organ. This is why it's so easy to get women to have hysterectomies. Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but I'm just saying in general, it's easy for, there's 600,000 hysterectomies done. Do you know what that does to women's mental health? Ripping out their body part. Men are not ripping out their penises. They're not signing up for that, right? But women are, they've brainwashed you to think that your womb is valueless. It means nothing. Just take it out. Just take it out. No, that's deep programming. Y'all have to stop volunteering for them to, like I said, just castrate you. Okay, I guess what it is, castration. That's really what it is. Okay? They did that in slavery. Why are you allowing them to do that in 2025? Why don't you recognize how powerful your body is? Okay, and how it's a self-healing mechanism. Why are you ripping out your organs instead of healing them? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Pretty K, I have many videos on that. So I would go to the link in my bio, go to my YouTube channel. This replay will also be on YouTube. I have tons of videos on how to get to mucosal fibroids. Tons. Tons. Okay? I have hundreds of videos on YouTube. Go to the live stream section, you will see it. Any other questions? Before we go, the 5-day live course is next week, Monday through Friday. 5 weeks. If you have not signed up, what are you doing? And you have fibroids and you've been hearing about it. What's going on? What's going on? Okay? It's difficult to let go of old trauma. It's only difficult if you say it's difficult. It's only difficult if you say it's difficult. And if you say it's difficult, it will be difficult for you. You have to be careful. Your words are very powerful. Be careful what you say. Be careful that your words are like spells. Be careful what you say over yourself. Okay? You need to reaffirm that. We can't be like, you guys, so many people put spells on themselves every single day. We can't do that. Okay? If I can't do your class right now, that is just a one-time class. That 5-day live course is a one-time class. Now, if can I see examples of your YouTube or TikTok? Absolutely. Examples, like, what do you mean examples? I have tons of videos, yeah, but they're not going to be the same information in the class, no. Okay? But yeah, you can look at the YouTube and TikTok, absolutely. I also have programs. I have a where you can work with me deeper, get one-on-one. Okay? You're welcome. I hope I answered your question. But just understand, like, the classes, we're going deep, right? That's where the information is. I'm learning how to love myself without being seen as a selfish person. Yeah, that's a journey. And in this journey too, and you know, when I'm working with my clients, because when we're in fear, and I've been there before, right? I'm not judging. When we're in fear of looking like a selfish person, it's because we've looked for love and validation outside of ourselves for so long. And that means we care so much what people think, that we care so much about people looking at it, you know, seeing us as selfish. It comes to, let me know, if you don't mind, let me know how old you are. Because if you above 30, because once you get in your 30s, especially when you well into your 30s, you should not care. Like, that's the period where you don't give a damn what people think. You know, let me know, hopefully, I mean, if you don't mind. If you're in your 20s, I get that. But as we get older, like, this is one life, this is your life. Okay, listen, okay. And you know what, I was reading something today, and they said there's something that happens between 36 and 39. Like, there's something that happens with women, right? That's a hard age. But here's the thing, that can also be a beautiful age, right? Late 30s, because here's the thing. You are, you're unlearning a lot of stuff that you were taught. You're unlearning a lot of stuff that you were programmed. But at the same, you're realizing a lot of things that you were taught in the way you thought to think was a lie. But also too, it should be a time where you deeply, deeply start to live life for you. start to live life for you. You only get, I don't know about you guys, but you know, I've had friends, I've had people in my life that have passed away. Life is not as long as you guys think. Okay? So to sit there and just like I said, I get it. Our brains will try to keep us safe, so we'll ruminate on our trauma, ruminate on our bad thoughts. Yes, we're human. Bad thoughts will come into your head, right? Negative thoughts will come, and you may remember times, horrible things that happened to you, trauma. We can't stay there, though. We can't allow ourselves to spiral. We got to come out of that, right? You can't continuously allow yourself to spiral. I agree. I take care of everyone else. Okay, so it's time to stop. Make a decision today to stop. Start taking care of you. Everybody will be okay. Unless you have like an infant, right? You have a small baby, I get, you know. But you still have to take care of you, because I've had clients that I've worked with very small babies, a few months old. And they of course, while taking care of their baby, they still have to take care of themselves, because they cannot be a good mother and pour into other people when they have importance to them. When they have importance to them. So we have to make a decision today that you're going to start taking care of you. Everybody else will be okay. Make a decision today. Look, if they call you selfish, so what? Because women are really, don't get me started on what women were really put on this earth to pour into themselves and love themselves. They've convinced y'all otherwise. They convinced you that women have to perform for love and that they have to, you know, do all these things to be loved. No. The woman that pours into herself gets the most love. Okay? Not the people pleaser. People run all over her. They step on her like a doormat. The woman that really pours into herself and doesn't take she gets the most love. Okay? I've been living as a people pleaser so my life. So, okay, so decide today I'm killing that version of myself. Decide today I'm killing that version of myself. She's gone. Bye. New me, hello. Make that decision today. It's not, we make it hard, but it's not really hard. We make it hard because, you know, that we like to overcomplicate things as human beings, but it's not really hard. Make a decision today. She's done. New me. And you don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to, I'm not saying never do things for people, right? Because I do things for people, but at my own capacity. And I'm coming first. Like, if I'm tired, if I don't have it, I ain't got it. Okay? I do things for people at my own capacity. I don't go past my capacity. I don't. Because that's going to make me resentful. And I'm not doing that. I'd rather give the people and pour into people when I have a lot. When I've already poured into me, when I have enough. Because if not, you're secretly going to be resentful, right? And I don't want to do things out of resent. I want to be a giver, like be a joyful giver. You can't be a joyful giver if you giving your last, or if you are so burnt out, you can't be no joyful giver. You're gonna be miserable and resentful, okay, at those people that you're trying to please. Why are we trying, when you really think about it, why are we trying to please people? For what? And not pleasing yourself. Why? Are you scared they're gonna leave? Let them leave. I'm asking y'all, for the ones that are people pleasers, why are you so scared? Why are you so scared of not pleasing people? What's going on here? And maybe that's a question you have to ask yourself and journal yourself. Why are we so scared? Why are we so scared to please ourselves and not care what other people think? They'll be okay. They may talk crap, but who cares? Like, as long as I'm good, they'll be like, especially if you're talking about adults. Like, what? Like, we overcomplicate life. It's not really that complicated. It's not, right? You have to unlearn all the crap you've been taught. Women were taught to be people pleasers. That's the wrong. You please yourself. The fear of being alone. I need company. Okay, that's another thing too that I teach on in women in my programs. Why do you need company? And listen, I'm not saying, I know we're humans, right? We like connection. I totally understand. We're built for that, right? But why do you think that not pleasing people is going to lead to you being alone? Why does it have to lead to that? It doesn't. It doesn't. You don't have to be a people pleaser to have people around you. And if you do you really want those people around you? Okay? Do we really want those people around us that we have to overperform for? That's exhausting. That's exhausting. So you need new people around you. If you feel as though you have to overperform for those people, I need a healthy company that makes me happy. But in the meantime, be happy yourself. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody that needs people there. I like to be around people that are okay by themselves. If you like, you got to work on that. And at 37, we got work to do. I know everybody's timeline is different. I don't want to throw age in it, but you have work to do. You have emotional work to do. Okay, because this is and it's not like you're the only one. I work with women, so this is the things that we work on, right? Feeling powerful. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody that needs. I don't want to be around somebody that needs me there, that feels lonely without me. I want to be around somebody that's so like that is full on their own, and I'm just maybe there to enhance their life as well, right? So, need some information on how to get to your program. The link is in my bio. So my program right now, I have a 5-day live course going on next week, but I do have a 2-month intensive inside of my Detoxify Your Womb program, my signature program, my top program, the top way to work with me, the best way to work with me. Okay. I have a 2-month intensive that starts August 1st. Okay. So here's the thing. You pay a deposit before. It's $997 before. You pay a deposit of $997 before the 20th of July, okay, in order to secure your spot. Okay, that's not the price of it. That's the deposit. Okay, so if you want more information on my 2-month intensive, the link is in my bio. If you're watching from YouTube, the link is in my description box. Okay, so it's getting late. T, you have a lot to work on. I don't know what to tell you. Get in the class. We'll talk about it. Okay, this live is not about. Thank you for your transparent sheet, but this live is we address that. Make a decision today that we're done with that. Okay. Pre-June, the link is in my bio. Get in the 2-month intensive if you need to work with me powerfully thank you for the gift, powerfully for 2 months and get rid of these fibroids. Get in this 2-month intensive. If you would prefer to do the class, the 5-day live course, if you're not able to work with me, get in that 5-day live course. It's next week. It's in less than 3 days. But the choice you don't want to make is to stay with these fibroids. Okay? Even if you don't work with me, if you don't work with somebody that can help you get rid of these fibroids, stop, like I said, stop like nursing these fibroids. They're not going to go away. They're not going to stop. Some of you guys have had the fibroids for years. I just did a video on Venus Williams. She had fibroids for 30 years. You're literally allowing these things to, like I said, rob your years from your life. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore, okay? So if you want to work with me powerfully for 2 months, get in that, pay the deposit for the 2-month intensive, or you can pay in full, either one, right? The 5-day live course is next week. Monday we start. I'm excited. I'll be getting ready for it all weekend. I'm excited. I know I look tired now because it's been a long day, but I'm excited. Monday, we ready to roll. I'm ready to teach these women how to get rid of fibroids before 2026. Okay? Fibroid free. You guys will be seeing, if you miss it, I guarantee you will regret it when you start seeing the testimonials. Okay? All right, ladies, that's all. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Liv. Have a great day. Have a great night. It's night over here. I'm about to go take a shower, go get ready for bed. What's the difference before B? What do you mean? What do you mean? When you ask questions, please make it make sense. What? What do you mean? What's the difference between B? Okay. Anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to maybe tell me what you're talking about. Any question? I don't see any other questions, so I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm sorry. What's the difference between both? Okay. Thank you. The 5-day live course is 5 days, right? It's not really one-on-one. It's not really me addressing like your particular situation one-on-one, even though it's still great. It's still giving you the protocol on how to get rid of fibroids. So you're doing it on your own. It's not a program. The 5-day live course is not a program. It's a course. It's a live course that you're doing that you're going to be doing on your own. The program, I'm helping you through the process for 2 months. Which one is more powerful? The 2-month intensive is more powerful, much more powerful than the 5-day live course. Okay. the price point is also different, okay? But you can for the 2-month intensive, if you feel as though that's the best for you, you can, like I said, you can pay a deposit of $997 that's due before the 20th of July, and then the next payment is not until like August 8th, okay? What was it, August 8th? No, August 15th actually. And then the payment after that is like September 8th, the last. So, but when you go to the link in my bio, you'll see it. All the information is there, okay? So if you guys are confused about which program or course to take, the information is there, okay? You're welcome, you're welcome. Long term, if you're really trying to really get into this, I'm always gonna say the program, but you can't do the program and do the course, okay? All right, ladies, have a good one. Bye. Bye, TikTok. Bye, YouTube. Have a good one.